onward and upward. I don't need your applause. It's the God Opulent LDTV coming to you live from the 305. I know it's been a long time since I've been live. I'm sure a lot of y'all ain't expecting this notification. Smash the like button, smash the sub button, stay connected. But yeah, man, everything's great, man. I just been choosing my offline life over this online shit. And of course, I've been supporting the people that I fuck with the heaviest with ease, you know what I'm saying? But life offline is lovely, man. So why not enjoy that more, you know what I'm saying? Also, one thing that I be doing a lot now is when I come home, I get off work, I just put my phone down. So, and I don't pick it up for later. Till later, I'm saying. I mean, so it is what it is. Of course, there's been some shows that I slide through, say what's up, and dip back out. And there is some shows that I do sit all the way through, but mainly those are the later shows that I sit through and shit like that. But what's cracking though? Oh, big sis, quickly, how you doing? I appreciate you sliding through. I'm watering my grass right now, so I like, you know what, man? I ain't been on in a good minute. Let me get on this bitch and talk some shit. Of course, I'm here for a short time, not a long time. Um, I'm sure some of the fam members will be on later. People that I fuck with, Cam J, I'm sure he'll be on later. KO, that's Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and OG KQKC. I'm pretty sure they'll be coming up pretty soon here, right? Like 9:30, I believe. So yeah, I'm gonna be way out of the air, way out of the way. I mean, um, by then. Yeah, man. Shout out to oh, what up, Josh? How you doing, bro? I appreciate you flying through. Appreciate you, bro. Let me read this chat. Big Sis Quickly says, "What's happening, bro?" Top Josh says, "Opulent, yeah, and yes, shot. Whoop, son, and now Shakur Nerve is his biggest threat on his helmet." yo, yo, Shakur is a funny boy, man. He's funny, ain't he? He's a funny character. But again, before I get into this, man, I'm hoping, as I said, I love to be intentional. So to my people that I truly rock with and fuck with, I hope you're having a blessed Sunday thus far already. You know, you woke up and everything, so you should be happy enough with that. But definitely wishing you a great Sunday. But yeah, man, Shakur is a funny boy. But first off, uh, you know, I'm a ready for supporter. I have nothing against the guy, nothing personal with him. He put up a good fight until he gassed out. He put up a good fight till he gassed out. And I'm not mad at what happened in that. What was that, the second round? In my opinion, Shock had the Superman that hole. He soldier boy that man. Threw that motherfucker out the ring. I wasn't mad at that at all. And I'm happy that the ref didn't make a huge deal out of it. He just got real stern with him, like, yo, hey, tighten up. Basically told him to tighten up. And he didn't take no points. I'm sure the commentators, man, it seemed like they were expecting them to already take a point away from the Shock early over that shit. And let's be honest, man, he did launch that motherfucker. He did. Ain't no secret. Ain't no ways around that. He did launch that nigga, but I'm cool with it. It is what it is. I ain't mad. I mean, we got Ray Ford with the fake ass push. I'm not mad at that either. At the what was that the final presser? That was Friday. No, Thursday. I'm sorry. I'm not mad at that either. But hey, all is fair in war, and it's entertaining for me. So I was entertained, and I laughed my ass off. But I want to say that I'm not gonna say that Shock was levels above Race Ford because Race Ford, man, that speed was on display. That boy's fast than a motherfucker. But it's also the idea that a lot of these guys are pure weight bullies. They fight at these lower weight classes, and once they start fighting closer to what they truly weigh, they have more speed and they're a lot more comfortable in the ring. So yes, they are doing themselves a disservice. But as we know, a lot of these guys they rehydrate after they make weight. Yeah, it's dangerous and everything, but at the same time, they have an advantage because they're naturally bigger guys. Um, in my opinion, I know a lot of cats will try to say that Shakur, yeah, Shakur, he started young. I mean, he started at these lower weight classes, but he's definitely naturally a 154 pounder. Like, did y'all see him standing next to Shot? He had Shot looking like a little ninja, like a little man. I was like, God damn. Let me get in this chat just to read what the fam is saying. Big Sis says, sure is. Josh says, big facts. Big Sis Please says, oh, she's saloon Josh. She's saloon back. Unc said, oh, Unc said they may not do a show today. Oh, okay. Damn. I was really looking forward to that shit. Shakur got in that ring and his heart tried to jump out of him. Man, this is the thing, man. I got love for Shakur, but he just be lying too fucking much, man. And just his tactics, the things that he does, that rubs me the wrong way, man. Like I'm a supporter from like a distance type. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit he do, it just don't align with my principles as a man. And he be doing a lot of sus shit. Like the man couldn't even. First off, he sacrificed this man Ray Ford. Let's be honest, y'all. He sacrificed that boy. Pumped him up to get in there and get his ass scraped up. Sacrificed that boy. And then he gets in the ring and can't even shake the man's hand to pretty much certify, like, okay, yeah, I want to fight you. Like, get the fuck out of here, Shakur. You just so to me, how I feel about it, that whole hopping in Shock's face was all for clout. It was all for clout. It was all for fucking clout. Josh says. Josh says, Oblin, these fighters want to be Anthony Joshua swole. They don't want to be calisthenics. That's true. Boss lady, you can see the fear in Shakur. He did not want to get in that ring. Big sis, please say I was laughing. For his big muscles slow him down, I'd rather be cut up like a bag of dope than have big muscles. Hey, Josh, I don't know if you really been watching like some streamers, but the streamer that smacked Dean the Great. I don't know if you got an IG or something, go check out some of his videos with him like wrestling around with lightweight, 135-pound MMA fighters. Them muscles don't mean a damn thing. That don't mean a damn thing. He's like I guess Larry, the guy Larry who smacked Dean, he's like a power lifter or some shit like that. And yeah, he's a power lifter. And so, lift heavy weights, some type of niggas with the You know the swole ass niggas that be walking around with the small t-shirts like that nigga Drew Titan do. You know, walk around with the small ass t-shirts, like being having muscles really means some shit. Now let me don't get me wrong, y'all. If you're skilled and you have muscles, yes, you're a fucking animal. But what goes on a lot of these days is that cats just lift weights and they think that because they're strong, that equals them being able to fight. Nah, partner, that's not what it is. Nah, partner. Being swole don't mean you can fucking fight. Don't mean you can fight. But again, like I just said, if you're swole and you have skills, yeah, you're an animal. But again, for the most part, a lot of these cats just have fucking big muscles and walk around wearing small ass t-shirts, looking fruity as fuck. That's what I'm saying to y'all. So, uh, I ain't got nothing again. You know, of course, I said Drew Titan's name, but I ain't got no beef with him. But he's a prime example of a nigga who's swole, who just be walking around with a little ass t-shirt. So he's a phenomenal example. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on real quick, y'all. All right, I'm back. I'm back. And so yeah, man. Let me read this chat. I don't know where the fuck I left off at. Big Sis says, "Hey, there's nothing wrong with the muscles. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with muscles, but the thing is, muscles is more or less just for a look. That's it. Yeah, you're strong, but that's about pretty much it. You know what I'm saying?" Big Sis says, "No." Josh says, "Big muscles slow athletes down unless you're a wrestler or football player." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, you're strong with lifting weights. You're strong, but we gotta stop equalizing that, meaning that you know how to fight. You don't know how to squabble just because you swole, especially because you can't even throw straight punches with your arms all swole like that. The fuck out of here, man. Big sis Quee said, Jaws, let me live. I'm looking at all the muscles. Hey, do your thing, sis. I respect you. Do your thing. I'm just saying. Shakur mad because now if he don't stand on his word, it's gonna make him look like a hoe. He's already looking like a hoe to me because he couldn't at least shake the man's hand. But also in a sense to that, I kind of respect him not shaking his hand because he knows that he was on some fraud shit to begin with. So of course he's not gonna you know, certify it with a handshake because he knows that he was bullshitting from the jump. So am I mad at that? Hell no, I ain't mad at that. I kind of respect it in a sense, but I be wanting to be wrong. I be wanting Shakur to just really show that he's like you said he got to stand on that he's gonna stand on his word. But man, and this is the thing. This is the kicker here. I actually think Shakur can beat Foster. I actually do. I think he has the skills enough to. I just feel like Shakur being there, letting his hands go enough to where he can score. You know, Shakur he still fights amateurish, so he's gonna be in there scoring, and I feel that the judges will take that into consideration. And but is he gonna be able to really out muscle, like bully Shaq around? Nah, nah, he won't be able to. But did y'all see how big Shakur looked, like kind of towering over Foster? Like, dang, he's a big, like I'm saying, he's a big boy, man. He's a big boy. You see, Josh said Shakur mad because he, okay, I said that. Boss lady, Josh says, boss lady, always remember Big Swole. Most of the fact that I love most you refer to. Josh should do for those dudes who be cheating and using roids and shit. So them boys that use the roids, which a lot of them who be having like those veins and shit, like really popping out of them, they be on them roids. Smash my like button, man. It ain't. This is what I'm be saying. Like again, y'all, I get it. Maybe I'm not the most popular to hit the like button, but I'm gonna bubble anyway. So what you resist persists. So you might as well just smash the motherfucker like button. You might as well. All that hating you doing is working against you. It's working in my favor. That's what I mean. So okay, they laughing. Big sis Queasy out here the country fine muscles. Big sis you got one of those big country strong. Country strong, not strong, strong. Skrong. That's what Big Sis Queen want. As I said, I digress. I'll talk boxing now. Josh laughing. Big Sis Queen Shakur ain't gonna do shit but talk. What up, bro? Ace Sostein came through. He said, I knew Shakur was on his whole shit when he tweeted saying Shock talked his way up to 140. Shakur talked his way up to 147 for Devin and 154 for Ben, but then got scared. Oh my goodness. Thank you, man. Man, come on, man. Like, the bullshit that Shakur be on is just so clear. It's so clear. And it's all for clout. That's what it's all for. It's all for clout. Um, I just feel like, of course, he has still been successful in boxing to an extent, but he just got his brand in a bad light. He's got his brand in a bad light. Josh says big muscle dudes throw punches and miss, and they gas out like a motherfucker. They gas quick as hell. But Josh, the video was funny as hell because when Larry was fighting the little MMA fighter, the MMA fighter even lifted him up, twirled around, like spent around with big Larry. Larry's like 250, maybe 260, something like that, swole as fuck. And he twirled around with the dude, lifted dude on his shoulders pretty much. Oh man, that shit was so funny. Oh man, too funny. SBG Mello, what's up? How you doing, man? I appreciate you sliding through. Unfortunately, all attention ain't good attention. Shakur gotta learn, and that's what's just to segue that into a lot of these content creators as well. It's like all attention is not good attention unless you're unless let me say this unless you're one of those individuals who's desperate for attention. Then okay, go ahead. Then that's all you do you. But for the most part, nah, man. All attention is not good attention because you have people. Like I said, I get it. There's a people we stand on different types of principles and morals, and we get it. Some of y'all just don't have none. Y'all just whatever could bring in a buck. I'm not on here desperate for money. Of course, I want to monetize what I'm doing on here, but I'm not desperate for that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, hey, if I gotta use my cash app, that's cool. I like cutting out the middleman because how YouTube is already hustling a lot of motherfuckers, so I have no issue with cutting out the middleman. But it's just the idea of just the lengths that people will go to. Yeah, man. Like I said, I can talk about this shit forever. It's mind-boggling. But back to Shakur. Shakur just got his brand in a bad light. He's doing himself an injustice, and you have people who are just riding with this as if he's, you know, everything's just all good. Like being a fan, if you truly got love for this guy, you're gonna call out the inconsistencies. That's the difference between somebody a supporter and just like a meat muncher. If you meat munching, man, do you, man? I just know you stand with me. If you meet me, I don't want to be around any meat munchers of any fighter. I want to be around any meat munchers. If you like the guy, then he just like the cat. But if you meat munching, then nah. Oh man. Josh said Big Swole Larry would get touched up in a street fight. Pause. Hey, yeah, he definitely get touched up for sure. Coolin didn't know you had a channel. Yeah. Uh, just to keep it 100, SG Mellow, I be inconsistent like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna cap because this is a hobby, and of course I expect the best outcome, but I just be bullshitting. I just be wanting to enjoy life and kind of stay off of this shit. Because in essence, I am, like I said, I am addicted to my phone. So I've been staying off my phone a lot. I'm just keeping it transparent. I'm keeping it real. I ain't. It is what it is. So for my folks, of course, I slide through, say something, or I definitely been a lot busier in the morning. So I ain't even been through crushes as much as I usually have. But I just slide through for the most part, hit a like button or say something. Just trying to focus. There's a lot of times too where I just prefer to just hear my own thoughts, the thoughts that I produce in my head. So I don't want to listen to somebody, people sometimes. It's like, especially like in the morning, I just feel like the morning a lot of times that's the most precious moments that you can have with yourself. Again, I love OG Crush, but being busy and you know, I've been I've been I've been just been over supporting everybody. I've been over supporting people, so I have to like I've been pulling back. I have to pull back. You know what I'm saying? I'm supporting everybody. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. It's just different when you're a content creator, and then like I said, you know what content creating is really, to be all the way honest, it's really for people who don't really have families or really don't have kids because my intention, I have to be present for my kids. I have to be present for my wife. I have to be present for my motherfucking self. I can't give all my energy away. You get me? That just ain't cool. Vacay, babe, what's up? I appreciate you sliding through. So again, I'm one of those type cats who, since I've come on YouTube, I've been an over supporter, and I have to check myself. Like, nah, you gotta fall back. Uh, you gotta take time for yourself. What's important? My family offline is way more important than coming online. Like I said, I do make my time for the people that have thrown the reciprocation. Yeah, I'm there. I'm always there. But it's about balance. It's about balance. Everything's about balance. OG Crush. What's up with you, OG? I appreciate you sliding through. Balance is the key. Oh man. But yeah, Shakur, he let me down last night with his little shenanigans. You see how his voice went high? Like I get it, you're pat. Okay, I ain't gonna really go there, but it was just funny to hear his voice go high, and he did that the little hop thing when he was talking to Foster in the ring. Like this is sensitive ass. This is man. But then again, like I said, I get it when you're passionate about what's going on. And there was something else that I heard in there that was weird. He put it on his kids that he made Foster quit after 4 rounds. I've never heard him say that before. Like, why haven't you said that? And I haven't heard him say that ever. I mean, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Has he said this to y'all? Have y'all heard him say this that he made Foster quit with after 4 rounds? I've never heard him say this, and he put it on his kids. I know he put it on his kids, but at this point, I don't believe him. I just don't believe him. He's lied too many times for me to really believe, to straight up believe what he says. So I don't believe he. I don't really believe it. I don't at all. Um, Big Sis Quee say, I support who supports me. I'm not a needy person at all. Not at all. But yeah, we all come from all walks of life and different stages of our life, and people have different needs. My needs are simple. If I show for you, just show for me. It's just that easy. I'm not saying you gotta stay here forever, but I just respect. I just respect reciprocation, and that's why I love Big Sis Quee so much because just making stuff aware, making things aware, and it's like how can you not assess it and be like, damn, that's real. Like there's people who hear real shit and then they get mad. I can't hear something real and not adjust myself. I'm like, man. So what I said earlier, I said I'd be over supporting people. Big Sis Queen made me realize that I was over supporting a lot of motherfuckers. So for me, I had to look within myself. I had to look in the mirror like, damn, you know what? What she said, that statement is right as hell. I'd be over supporting like a motherfucker. So I have to readjust it. It's too real for me not to for me not to readjust. It's just too real. Hold on. Yeah. And so if it's real, if it makes sense to my soul, I uh have to reassess. And I don't want to say, oh, just because Big Sis is a quick, Leo. It ain't that. I ain't saying that. Just like I said, she's just been really one of the realest assets I've had. Who's really been who she has said she was since I've been on YouTube. And I met Quee. This is before her and I met her before her and her old boy was together too. So I don't know what you heard, but I met her as a regular chatter when she was uh, just who she was before she was in any relationship. She was a cool chatter, never on no funny shit. Of course, even then there was a lot of thirsties after her, a lot of thirsties doing the most. But again, she's never been on no funny shit ever, and it's always been all love. So I mean, I have to honor just with my principles, the way they set up. I have to honor those people who have never been on no funny shit with me since I met them. That's just I have to. That's just was in my DNA. But hey B, what up, bro? How you doing, man? Appreciate you sliding through. Um, Bay say I'm the same way. Opulent. Say you had high hopes for Shakur when he got in the ring. I know I did. Say I thought he was gonna really like okay stand on his word. I like I said I can't say I hate the guy because I don't personally know him. I like to say is that I dislike a lot of the things that he does. That's all I can really say. And I disagree with a lot of shit that he says. Sparring is sparring. That shouldn't be a part of their man, it shouldn't. But people love to talk about sparring, and that's exactly what he said. Talking about he made him quit. Like I'm done. Like I feel you on that one. 'Cause I don't care. I don't want to hear shit about sparring anymore. Let's see y'all under the lights. Again, I have Shakur beating Shaq. I do. But let's see the fight. I want to see it. Foster ran Shakur out the gym because when Shaq said Shakur never said he lying. So I believe, hey, phenomenal point, Josh. Phenomenal point. I've never once heard him say that you lying. But, like I said, when he got in that ring last night, he claimed, put it on my kids. Yeah, I don't believe him. I don't believe Shakur in that part. Just like Tank knocked his tooth out. Josh. Damn, I forgot about that shit. Damn, I forgot about that shit. Damn. Can't nobody piss folks off like I can when I'm talking. They'll get over it. Yep. Nah, they won't get over it. I don't know that dude. It's expunged all my. Oh my goodness. Hey, we can't erase history, sis. We can't erase history. uh, Auntie do her thing. I remember Coach Kenny saying that, and I believed it too. Mello, it ain't a lie. Vacay bases. Got to head to bed. I worked last night. Have a great stream. Appreciate you sliding through vacay, babe. Sleep well. Hope you get some great rest. SBG Mello says Shakur gonna lie about it anyways. Man, that boy, at this point, that boy, he gonna lie by any means necessary. Josh says, I would never in life let a human on this earth lie on me. And I don't call it out. No, sir, not me. Man, that's the, I believe every person should stand on that right there. Never let it. I know a lot of times we'd be like, oh, uh, let me take the high road, man. Fuck all that, dog. You gotta stand on your name. And this is the thing. Even when you express the truth or tell the truth, people have already in essence chose their sides anyway. A lot of people, that's one thing that I realized on YouTube. It doesn't matter if it's a truth or a lie. Because people, for the most part, they gonna ride with who they like. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people ride with a lot of liars because they like liars. Clearly, you know. That's why I say I can't say this YouTube shit is fake. I can't because there's too many parallels. Like in real life, a lot of people they follow a lot of fake shit. So people they they follow a lot of fake motherfuckers. So it is what it is, man. Um, and I'm not here trying to be like, oh yeah, I'm perfect. I'm not perfect, y'all. I'm just saying, but my principles are legit. Let me say that my principles are legit. Um, OG Bruce Grass, how you doing, man? I appreciate you sliding through, OG. Um, only history I know is of my ex husband. Oh my God, this petty ass nigga. That's fact. They love lies. Josh's granddaddy told me all of us men trying to, all of us men truly got in this world as our words and sex. Straight up, man. And again, as you said, letting them, you gotta drop your nuts on a lot of these dudes because if you don't speak up for yourself, who you gonna speak up for? I mean, all you got is your name. All you got is your last name. If you want to be passive, then go ahead. That's on you. I'm just not the passive type. In essence, yo, I'll tell y'all this, man. In essence, I actually like confrontation. And it's not about we having a fight or nothing like that. It's just about let's get clear what needs to be clear. It's that simple. Let's get clear what needs to be clear. So I've never been the person who throws sneak disses. If it's an issue, I'm gonna say your name. I'm gonna direct it right at your ass. I'm a scope. I'm a scope. Put the scope on you, and pull the trigger. In essence, you know what I'm saying? So we get it. There's just a lot of dudes who don't have nuts, and that's cool too. Because without dudes without nuts, how would we know what a man is? That's just how I'm feeling. But yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all, man. Let me see. I'm gonna read these comments before I get up out of here. Oscar do his lie. He's so fake. Again, you are correct. I do support Shakur as a boxer, and it's just really never that personal to me. Even though it's one of those things. It's kind of like what they say is like meeting people that you like as far as uh, like you really don't want to meet your hero. It's not saying that Shakur is my hero, but I really don't care to meet a lot of these celebrities at all because they display characteristics that I don't rock with. One of my biggest guys that I love is Boosie because he keeps it so raw. But I don't want to meet Boosie at all because he be doing some he some of the shit that he do is just like he just be trying to be too overly gangster and shit. I don't like that shit. You know, it is what it is. But there's a lot of people that I just don't care to meet. I see them and I see them and that's it. But I don't need to like really meet them or let me say it this way. I'm not trying to be like cool and friends with a lot of these guys. Okay, that's a better way of putting it. Like maybe I wouldn't mind meeting Boosie, but as far as like trying to, how like a lot of cats be trying to really become friends with cats. Nah, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Yeah, that's more or less what I mean. But yeah, before I get out of here, I know I put Jay Z dissed Drake, and to be honest with you, I haven't even heard of it, but just some observations that I just want to. The main observation is because as we know, Jay Z he used to have locks, right? He used to have locks. How did he comb out the locks to get a fro? How did that happen? Have y'all been looking at this? Have y'all been have y'all peeped that he was on stage at his concert with a fro? I've never seen anybody with locks comb out their hair and have a fro. So is that fake or what is that? Like that's weird. Mixes squeezes exactly friends. Boosie cut up like me so I could rock with Boosie. Like I rock with him from a distance. I don't know, man. I'm just really kind of like zero. I like being. Some shit. I just like. I don't want to be around that type shit. He definitely funny as hell. Boosie be having me in tears. I love him. As far as this. uh, Okay. Yeah, that's my cue, y'all. Baby's out. But again, just to wrap this up, Shakur, please grow some nuts, my nigga. Please grow some nuts. I'm tired of the fugaziness that you're displaying. And it's really being disheartening because I want to really see his brand flourish. That's what I want to see. Jay Z, yes, baby, yes, sir. Okay, all right, okay, all right. Yeah, I'm about to get up here. And Jay Z, I really don't give a fuck what you got to say about Drake. But again, onward and upward, onward and upward. I appreciate everybody that slid through. Much love for coming through the support. Smash the like button, smash the sub button, and you new here. And I'm gone. Peace.